Hello 7th standard student. Already we have started to study our fourth topic of mathematics, that is simple equation. And in the last session we have studied that how we can find out the solution of a given equation by orally or with the help of given solution, how we can find out that equation is satisfied or not. But now in this session we are going to find out the actual value of a given variable in the equation. So we are going to start to solve our exercise 4.2. So given the first step you will use to separate the variable and then solve the equation. My first equation is x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now adding 1 to the both sides. Why we are going to add here? Look at here. There is a negative 1. So to cancelize this one we have to do here exactly opposite. We have to use the opposite number. So negative 1 and its opposite number is positive 1. So positive, that means we have to add 1 to the both sides and we get x minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 0 plus 1. So dear students, here we have add plus 1. So here we have add 1 to the both sides. So this negative 1 and this positive 1 cancel with each other and remains only y. So 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. Thus x is equal to 1 is the required solution. So how we can check it out? So put x is equal to 1 in the given equation. Look at here carefully. My equation is x minus 1 is equal to 0. And now I am going to substitute the value of x, that is 1. So we get here 1 minus 1, which is 0. So 0 is 0, that means LHS is equal to RHS. So we can say that x is equal to 1 is the correct solution. The next is x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now look at here, plus 1. So we have to use here its negative number or opposite numbers, that is negative 1. So we have to subtract 1 from the both sides. So subtracting 1 from both sides we get x plus 1 minus 1 is equal to 0 minus 1. So this plus 1 and minus 1 both carrying opposite signs, so these can be cancelled with each other and remain only x. So 0 minus 1 we get here negative 1. So thus x is equal to negative 1 is the required solution, but we have to check it. So we have to put this value of x, that is negative 1, in the given equation, and on substituting we get here negative 1 plus negative 1 is equal to 0. Negative 1 plus 1, that is both carrying opposite signs, so it can be cancelled with each other. So we get a 0 is equal to 0, that is LHS is equal to RHS, and thus x is equal to negative 1 is the correct solution. Third one, x minus 1 is equal to 5. So minus 1 is there, that means negative 1. So we have to use its opposite number, that is positive 1. That means we have to add 1 to the both sides. So by adding 1 to the both sides we get x minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 5 plus 1. So negative 1 and positive 1 cancelled with each other because both carrying same, both numbers are same but carrying different solution. So x is equal to 6. Thus x is equal to 6 is the required solution. And how we can check this? Look at here carefully. Now we are going to substitute this value of x, that is 6, in a given equation. That is 6 minus 1, we get here 5, and 5 is equal to 5, that is LHS is equal to RHS. So we can say that x is equal to 6 is the correct solution. Now D, x plus 6 is equal to 2. Plus 6 is there, that means we have to subtract 6 from the both sides. So we get here x plus 6 minus 6 is equal to 2 minus 6. So plus 6 and minus 6 will be cancelled with each other. So x is equal to negative 4. How it's become negative 4? That's 2 carrying positive sign and both signs are now different, so we have to subtract them. So 6 minus 2, it gives us 4. But 6 is a bigger number and it carrying negative sign, so my answer is negative 4. So x is equal to negative 4 is the required solution. And how we can check this? We have to put this value of x, that is negative 4, and we get negative 4 plus 6 is equal to 2. But negative 4 plus 6 both carrying different signs, so we have to subtract them. So 6 minus 4 is equal to 2, and 6 is a bigger number which carrying positive sign, so 2 is equal to 2, that is LHS is equal to RHS and X is equal to 4 is the correct solution. So as like this you have to solve these examples in your notebook. So please students write down these examples, and after this session you have to solve these equations in your notebook. Question 2. Give first step you will use to separate the variable and then solve the following equation. 3L is equal to 42. Okay, 3L, that means 3 multiplied by L is equal to 42. Okay, as like that we are while interchanging we are using the opposite signs, as like that we have to use opposite operations also. So 3 is for multiplying, so we have to now we have to use the dividing process. So dividing both sides of the given equation by 3, so we have to do dividing by 3 to the both side. We obtain 3L divided by 3 is equal to 42 divided by 3. So these 3 and 3L will be cancelled with each other and remains only L, and 3 ones are 3, here 3 ones are 3, 4 minus 3 it gives us 1, 1 and 2 12, so 3 4s are 12, so L is equal to 14. Now the next is B upon 2 is equal to 6. So upon 2, that means here it is a dividing, so we have to now the multiply. Multiplying both sides of the given equation by 2, we obtain B into 2 divided by 2, or we can say B upon 2 into 2 is equal to 6 upon 2. Now look at here, this 2 is in the numerator place and this 2 is at the denominator place. So they can be cancelled with each other and it get B is equal to 6 2s are 12. Now the next C, P upon 7 is equal to 4. As like the B equation, we have to multiply both sides by the given equation by 7 and we obtain P upon 7 into 7 is equal to 4 into 7. So we get here this 7 and 7 can be cancelled with each other. So P is equal to 28. F, Z upon 3 is equal to 5 upon 4. Upon 3, that means it is a division process. Now we are going to use multiplication process. Absolutely correct. We have to use opposite operation. So multiplying both sides of the given equation by 3, because divided by 3 is there, so we have to do here multiply by 3. So we obtain Z upon 3 into 3 is equal to 5 upon 4 into 3. Now this numerator and denominator carrying same number which will cancel with each other. So Z is equal to 5 3s are 15, so 15 upon 4. This is my value of Z. Now you have to solve some equations. Write down this equation and try to solve yourself. Now the question number 3. Give the steps you will use to separate the variables and then solve the equation. Okay, always we are separating the alphabets and numbers, that is variable and coefficient. Okay, now we have to give the steps. Look at here carefully. My first equation is 3n minus 2 is equal to 46. Now in this equation you can see at the left hand side there is a negative 2. That means we have to add 2 for to solve this equation, and 3 multiplied by n. So what we have to do here? Divided by 3. Okay, just take in your mind and look at here how you can solve this by using proper steps. Okay, now 3n minus 2 plus 2 is equal to 46 plus 2. Whatever you have to do, you are doing that, you have to write in the bracket that you add 2. So adding 2 to the both sides, we get here, look at here, this negative 2 and positive 2 will be cancelled with each other because it gives answer 0. So 3n is equal to 42. Now 3 is for multiplying. So to find out the value of n, we have to divide it by 3. So 3n divided by 3 is equal to 48 divided by 3. So how we can get here? These 3 and these 3 will cancel with each other and remains only n. And 48 divided by 3 means 3 ones are 3 and 16 threes are 48. So the value of n is negative 16. So as like this, by giving the proper step, you have to solve these equations and you have to find out the solution of a given equation. 5m plus 7 is equal to 17. So plus 7 is there, that means you have to subtract 7. So 5m plus 7 minus 7 is equal to 17 minus 7. So this positive 7 and negative 7 will cancel with each other and we get 5m. 17 minus 7 is 10. So 5m upon 5. 5 upon 5 because 5 is for the multiplying, and to find out the solution we have to do opposite operations. So 5 multiplies there, so we have to do here divide by 5. So 5m divided by 5 is equal to 10 divided by 5. So dividing both sides by 5. So this 5 and this 5 can be cancelled with each other. So m is equal to 2. So 2 is the correct solution of this given equation. Now the next question is, solve the following equation. 10p is equal to 100. So 10p, that means 10 multiplied by b. Okay. So multiply is there, so we have to do division process. So 10p divided by 10 is equal to 100 divided by 10. Dividing both sides by 10. So this 10 ones are 10, so remains only p, and 10 tens are 100, so p is equal to 10. So thus p is equal to 10. 10p plus 10 is equal to 100. Now look at here, plus 10 is there, so we have to do here subtract 10. So 10p plus 10 minus 10, so 100 minus 10, subtracting 10 from the both sides. So plus 10 and minus 10 will cancel each other, so 10p and 100 minus 10 is 90. So now 10p, that means 10 multiplied by b, so we have to use here opposite operation, so we have to divide it by 10. So 10p divided by 10 is equal to 90 divided by 10, so dividing by both side by 10. So here we get 10 ones are 10, that means only p, and 10 nines are 19, so p is equal to 9 is the given solution of the given equation. Now as like that, you have to solve these examples in your notebook. Okay dear students, in these sessions there are many sums that you have to solve in your notebook. But before that, listen this video carefully, watch this video carefully, try to understand how to solve these sums, how we can find out the solution of a given equation in a proper way by using proper steps. If you have any query, you can ask me in the comment box and try to solve this. Till then, have a good day.